feet solo. I've been light feeding for about 6 to 7 years. Me and Angela just sat down today and I taught her the real basic structure of light feet. Light feet is derived from like New Jack Swing and like the Harlem Shake, mainly the Harlem Shake. You would do your dances with the Harlem Shake, and then we took those dances that we would do at the team parties and we built it into a style. The first thing I taught you was a rev up. I taught Angela a rev up. The rev up is a version of the tone wop. The tone wop was the original dance, and somebody named Charlie Rocks came and made the rev up. The rev up is the feel of the chicken noodle soup. I'm not sure if you heard of the chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
It's the feel of the chicken noodle soup, like the freestyle element of
and
the
like
chicken
that
noodle
bounce
soup.
and the timing.
That's
or
just
what?
for you. That's just for you. You have that bounce personally. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Other people do rev ups differently, but the rev up is the tone wop dance and the essence, the freestyle essence of the chicken noodle soup put together. Basically, what it is it's a Charleston movement. You go back and forth, and it's just kind of a twist on the back step. You know what I'm saying? There are many different back steps and front steps that you could do with your rev up, but all in all, it's that back and forth direction. The basic rev up. Over time, you could make a side-to-side rev up. I don't know, like an in-place rev up. There's a million ways you could do a rev up, but the basic form is kind of like a Charleston back and forth Lindy Hop type of feel.
The second thing you taught me was the
tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe.
The tic-tac-toe was a dance that a couple of people made. A man named Mystery Man and somebody named Mr. YouTube. Mr. YouTube and Mystery Man are some of the people that helped made the full structure of Light Feet. You know what I'm saying? Mystery Man, Mr. YouTube, Ralph, Charlie Rocks, Doug Sauce, Mr. Jones, Crybaby Cozy. Crybaby Cozy is very important. These people came and they made the structure along with a lot of young people.
Where are these guys from?
The Bronx and Harlem mainly. Later Brooklyn came and added some new things to Light Feet, but Light Feet is a Harlem-based dance, just like the Harlem
chicken noodle soup came from Harlem, yeah?
The chicken noodle soup came from the east side of Harlem. Tone Wop, the man named Tone Wop made the Tone Wop. The other basic that we have is called the Bad One. A rapper named Bad One made up the Bad One. And yeah, the ankles was a move you do at your Harlem Shake. You just like it. Somebody named Al B had like this lazy, you walk on your ankles. Somebody named Al B and like the Go Crazy Boys made the Harlem Shake. Al B would come out on the court with his shirt over his head and he'd just get all lazy and crazy. And then he'd do like just crazy ankle movements, these lazy movements. So from that, we started doing ankles with the Harlem Shake, and then over time, it became a part of Light Feet as well. Mr. YouTube, Duck Sauce, and a few other people from like the original team called Brotherhood, which is like the first Bronx Light Feet team, the first major Bronx Light Feet team, Brotherhood and Fast Food Club. But Brotherhood was the team that made the ankle structure, the threaded structure, like the needle and thread structure that we had, the drops, everything. That all came from like Harlem Shake. A knee drop was Swiss move that he brought. You know, he just did it. He just did a knee drop. He's like, I want to do something that has an impact. So he did ankles, and he dropped, you know. That's what he brought to like the Mr. YouTube Swiss. Same thing. It's the same person.
And then there was the lock.
The lock-in. It's called the lock-in because you're locking in the combo. Originally, it was called the kill-off. Lock-in is when you finish a combo. It's an abrupt stop, and with the feet, if you can go down to the feet, the basic movement is this. So Light Feet structure is rev up or bad one, your moves in between, and you're locking. Or you can fake out and keep the combo going with the moves, and then as long as you want, and then you lock it.
Okay. And now another thing that you said was very specific to Light Feet was the 1 and 2, and like the end beat, right? That's
kind of a feel that we got through the music. Different young producers. By the way, a lot of producers are very young. They're like in their teens, sometimes even 12 years old. They're really young producers that make these amazing Light Feet tracks. And these tracks, they just kept going in a faster and faster. Not really faster in terms of speed, but in terms of like heart rate, in terms of aggression, like the pace became faster. So over time, we started hitting these, doing a combo on this clap, where you would, hit, ankle.
Yeah.
And then you keep going, you fake out locking, keep going, until you lock in.
Okay.
And that feel came from the music. In my opinion, that came from the music, you know? The music and the invention of the tic-tac-toe made that fast-paced combo system. Because the tic-tac-toe, I'll show you real quick, the tic-tac-toe is you hit your foot, you're hitting your foot. And it was part of an original tone wop, you would go like this. And then people said, what if I add another foot, and another foot? And it became a whole combo system. and then it became add the ankles and everything else. That's about it.
That's Elijah Solo. The preacher. Elijah Solo, the preacher. BC Rocket. You're a BC member.
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Barbecue. No, that's my mentor.
Yeah?
He's a nice man. Trust me.
But yeah, so
And so what would you say was the culture of Litefeet?
I really feel like it was like the New Jack Swing, Harlem Shake feel. Like it came from that, you know what I'm saying? Like in the early 2000s, like 2000 and all the way up until like 2005, even like 1998, you know what I'm saying? Like people were Harlem shaking, and people were doing like New Jack, a lot of really like in Litefeet we call it spank. It's that there's so many definitions of spank.
Oh yeah, spank.
Spank or like just that.
Spank's like swagger?
Kind of, yeah. There's a few definitions of spank. Spank could be when you mess up and you're able to make it look like a move. Spank could be your style of Litefeet, or spank is like Litefeet swag. There's a few things, you know what I'm saying? But I can't say spank so much, just that feel, that essence, that real LB, TLC, New Edition, Bell Biv DeVoe, the Go Crazy Boys, Harlem Shaking, even the music videos, G-Dep, like these cultures, like this whole New Jack Swing, like Harlem Shake culture.